In recent weeks, there's been several articles written on how a metal detector copes with multiple targets in the ground, and the term that's being used is masking and partial masking and silent masking. And what this involves is more than one target under the coil at any given time, and the electronics, all it basically is doing is analyzing what it sees, and it displays it on the screen as either an icon or an ID number and or a combination of that and audio. So what we're going to do today, I've got several targets that's been in my test garden for it'll be 7 years in March, and as a lot of people know, there's iron and trash mixed in with all these targets. But what I want to do is show you that if you're out coin hunting or you're relic hunting and you're only digging the textbook signals that you know is a coin, then you could possibly be missing some very good targets. Today we're starting off. I got the sensitivity at 7. I'm going to go up to 8. I'm going to go to the volume, and I'm going to put it to 9. That way you can hear the iron, and the non-ferrous and ferrous targets will both have the same volume level. Here I have a 4.5 inch nickel. There's iron. But what I want to do here, I want to give you an example. If when you're out hunting and you get a signal and the ID numbers are not exactly what you're looking for, rotate around that target and see if they change. Here a nickel is ID in a 54, 50, 56. Out of the ground air test is a solid 57. Now here I've moved in with the iron and the nickel together. Actually has raised these ID numbers up. Now anyone that's out coin hunting, if they get a signal like that, they're going to dig it. But let's watch what happens when we continue around this particular target. Now a 60-62 is normally a pull tab on this particular machine. Now we're getting back into where a nickel should read. 56, 55. Now that's one example. Now what I'd like to do is go into a penny that's buried at 6.5 inches deep, and I want you to observe what actually is happening on the screen with it. See the ID numbers down to 39? I'm going to go in here, I'm going to raise the sensitivity up to 10. That's maximum on this Eurotek Pro. And I want to sweep over this particular penny at 6.5 inches deep. Now keep in mind, when I buried this penny, it'll be 7 years in March, that was the depth. I don't know the true depth today. Now look what's happened. If you was out coin hunting and you came across a signal like this, and it's showing 13, 18, 19, and you know on this particular machine that that's iron, you would walk right by. Now watch what happens as I rotate around this target. Now you get into a little bit better signal, but it still sounds kind of trashy. Now here it's almost silent. Would you dig that? Now I do want you to keep in mind that I left most of the iron and the trash in the ground when I planted this garden, and this particular location was actually a barn close to between 80 and 85 years ago. That's 6.5-inch penny. This is masking at its best taking place. Now here is a nickel at 6 inches deep. Look what the IDs are showing. But listen to the iron audio. There's iron all around these particular targets. Just occasionally you might get a true signal that shows you it's a nickel. Now it's just showing a high coin, a high conductor like a penny or a dime. But that's masking. Here is a 6.5-inch dime, which is well within the capability of this particular machine. But look what's happening. Okay, there you have it. It's a Eurotek Pro and the test garden with mixed in targets. Hope everyone has a nice day.